Welcome to MMA Oddsbreaker, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Frank Trigg. Today on the other side of the phone we have Chad Mendez. He is, what he just told me, laying in his hotel room, completely naked, like every guy from Team Alpha Male does. And he's getting ready to cut some weight. So he's not really, didn't tell me he was naked. I'm just making that up. How you doing, bud? You doing all right?
You what?
I see you doing all right?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. I'm feeling good. My weight's been pretty low, and I've been feeling good, man. I've been basically 3 camps back to back to back. Had a few fights cancel or fall out right at the last minute, and it sucks. But we're here, and we're actually at the fight. We made it, so hopefully he doesn't get injured from here till Saturday, and we're good.
Yeah, you have had 3 camps in a row. Are you kind of burnt out on preparing for a fight?
Oh man, honestly I am. I mean, not burnt out physically, just so sick of training at this point. I mean, I went to Australia, I fought, went through a full camp, came back right away, jumped into another camp. I was supposed to split the fight, Manny Gambirian, and 2 weeks before the fight, he got injured and wasn't. They couldn't find anybody to replace him. So then they're like, "Well, don't get out of shape. You're going to be fighting in about a month and a half." So I just went straight back into another camp. So, I'm pretty sick of training at this point. I was ready to fight so long ago. So, I mean, I took this camp smart and made sure I didn't overtrain my body. But, man, I'm just ready to get in there and do it already.
Well, and the UFC is always telling you guys, hey, don't overtrain. You guys are getting hurt too much because you're overtraining. But then you have a situation like yours where all of a sudden you've been in training camp essentially for 6 months. And it's impossible not to get hurt. How'd you do it? How did you keep from getting hurt and keep from getting injured every time you walked into a sparring practice?
Like I said, I just kind of listened to my body and played it smart. And I've been competing since I was 5 years old. I know my body pretty well. And, when I feel like I'm starting to feel pretty run down, or, you get to that point where you're training so hard, you start feeling fragile. You start drilling and everything hurts. Your knees, your toes, your feet, your hands, like everything hurts. And I started getting to that point, I would take a day or 2 off, or just do anything that's super, super low key, maybe go for a bike ride or something, and just try to stay away from anything that would possibly injure myself. And, it worked out. So I just kind of played it smart, and like I said, we're here, and hopefully everything works out till Saturday.
Well, can you break down Darren Elkins for us, your opponent? Like, you're 13-1, he's 16-2, so from a record standpoint, you're pretty evenly matched. But break him down as you see him from the tapes you've been watching.
Yeah, Darren, the thing about Darren is he's a tough guy. In my opinion, he's a top 10 guy at featherweight. A lot of people don't know him yet. But, I'm taking this fight like it's a title fight. This guy, to me, is going to be one of the toughest guys I've fought just because he has the wrestling background. This is actually the first wrestler I've ever fought. And he's got decent boxing. So, and his cardio is good. That's how he basically wins fights. He grinds people out. He pushes the pace. He basically makes it uncomfortable for him, which is exactly what I like to do. But overall, I just think that I'm a better athlete than he is. And I'm good at all the same things he is, but I'm just a little bit better at all of them. So, I think if I just stick to my game plan and do what I do best, it's going to be a little bit too much for him.
And you guys at Team Alpha Male do seem to always come out super aggressive, really, really great shape, and have a real tenacity for understanding your opponent and what's going to happen in the fight. But now with Dwayne Ludwig, you guys seem to have finally stepped up to the next level, having Dwayne Ludwig as the head coach over there. How has his influence been in the room, and how's that been going with him, coming in right away and literally jumping into the fire because you had guys that were fighting within a couple of weeks of him setting up shop?
Yeah, I think having Dwayne out here at Team Alpha Male is awesome. We've always kind of lacked that head coach. Basically up until Dwayne, we all basically helped each other, kind of traded techniques with each other and helped each other out. And kind of just did everything blindly. We'd see stuff, we'd talk to other camps, figure out how people did stuff, from the beginning, and just kind of went off Uriah's experiences. He's been longer than all of us, and we didn't, like I said, we just didn't have the head coach, someone to really believe in. Master Tong was our mitt holder, but he's a Muay Thai guy, and the language barrier sometimes got in the way, and he just wasn't a head coach figure. But having Dwayne here is huge. You guys have seen the fights that have happened, since Dwayne's been here. Everybody's feeling so much better with their stand-up, which is also opening up a lot of the other parts of the MMA world, and getting in there, we're getting some submissions, but I think that's a lot of it due to how comfortable we're starting to feel on our feet. So I love having Dwayne. I just love having someone there to completely believe in a system and trust in them and know that what they're telling me is what I need to be doing, and like I said, just believe in it. So it definitely helps. My senior year in college, I had Sammy Hinton come in and basically coached me my senior year, and it was the best year that I'd ever had. Sammy was a guy that I just believed in and was able to put all my trust in, and I believed in his system, and it took me to the NCAA finals. So I just like having a head coach there.
I'm actually going to see Sammy here later tonight. Everyone's in town in Vegas right now for the Open Nationals for Freestyle and Greco.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. Yeah, I saw that.
And I can't wait to go catch up with all the guys. And this is the first year that I'm kind of back really paying attention to wrestling. And I realized that we've kind of taken over MMA again. We're kind of back at the top. Like all the top guys are kind of in that space. Of course, with Team Alpha Male at the lighter weight divisions at 45, 35, and 55, all the guys are coming out of there strong wrestlers. But the mantra coming out of Team Alpha Male is that you guys will get to the finals, you'll fight for a title shot, but then you fail because we're all looking at Uriah, who's had a couple of losses and some title shots, but they forget that you get the title shots because you beat everybody up. Do you think that now finally that stature is coming on you guys and being said about Team Alpha Male is going to break because you've finally got that one head coach guys can take all the burden off of you guys trying to help out Uriah and trying to help out, Anthony Gutierrez or Chris Holdsworth, and obviously you don't have to worry about that. You let Dwayne handle all that, and it's gonna finally make you guys step up and get rid of that, shake off that bad saying about you.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like I was saying before, we lacked that head coach, and I think that was the one thing, that was keeping us from winning those fights. We're right there, we're right at the top, but there was just something missing, and I think having Dwayne here as our head coach and pushing us and telling us when to lay off the training or when to pick it up, and like I said, just giving us something to believe in, I think that's going to be the key.
Chad, I really appreciate you coming on and talking to us here at MMA Oddsbreaker. A couple more questions before I let you go. What's your weight like right now? You said your weight's been pretty low, but what are you weighing right now? It's Wednesday. It's Thursday. You have to make weight tomorrow night. You're about, a little over 24 hours away from making weight. What's your weight like?
I'm pretty small for featherweight. I could definitely make 35 if I ever needed to, but, my mind, why fix it if it's not broke? So, I came here 10 pounds over, and I didn't even start watching my weight till Sunday. So, usually during a camp, I try to eat more just to kind of keep weight on me. But right now I'm probably 10 over, but after working out yesterday, I got down to 5 over. The day before that, I got down to 5 over, but I just eat and drink back up to 10 pounds. I like staying around 10 pounds till tonight when I work out. I'll try to get down to 5 again, and then eat a little bit and drink a little bit, and then wake up and try to be like 3 to 4 over. So,
okay.
Like I said, I'm not too big for 45, so the weight cut has never been an issue for me.
All right, last question before I let you out of here. Mendez or Benson Henderson, who do you think is going to win?
Dude, honestly, I don't know. I like both fighters. I like both their styles. Both have the good wrestling background. Both are going to have the wrestling mentality. So, honestly, dude, I have no idea. I just think it's going to be a great fight.
I've asked 4 guys the exact same question, and I've gotten 4 of the exact same answer. And I am flip-flopping on it myself.
On the call, man, honestly.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Melendez from a betting standpoint because he's the underdog, so there's better value. But if someone goes, well, who do you really think is going to win? I'm like, if I have to lay money down, I'm going to put money down a dog, so I want to win some money. But if you're asking me, like, who's really going to win, who's really going to pull this off, I can give you 50,000 scenarios for each guy. It's
exactly. No, I really couldn't call it.
I can't tell you how as a fan, how happy I am Joe Silva got this fight put together. This is or Sean Shelby. I'm not sure.
It's going to be awesome. It's tough to find these types of fights nowadays. It's cool. It's great for the fans, but even as fighters, I'm a fan of the sport, and I like to watch this stuff too. So, I'm pumped for that fight.
Well, Chad, thanks for coming on here with MMA Oddsbreaker. Good luck this weekend against Darren Elkins. Obviously, I'll be at the house watching it. Cool. I honestly love watching you fight every single time. Of course, I'm biased. I love all the old wrestlers. It's just how it is. But I really do enjoy your style. I do like that you're still sticking to your roots and you haven't really come away from that. And I like the fact that even Uriah in his last couple of victories has gone back to his old style of wrestling as opposed to trying to punch as much. And it's really, I think Dwayne Ludwig, for you guys at Team Alpha Male, has really got you guys turning a corner, even though it's only been a couple of months. This hasn't been years of him up there. In a couple of months, I already see Dwayne's influence, and I'm really, as a fan, it's really neat to see. It's really awesome to see.
Hey, well, I appreciate that, man. It means a lot to me. You're someone that I look up to in the sport, so
thank you.
That really means a lot.
I appreciate it, man. You're a good dude, and I really enjoy watching your fights. I can't wait for Saturday night.
All right, man. Well, take care, and thanks again.
You got it, bud. Talk to you soon, Chad.
Okay, bye.